Welcome to our Division of Environmental Health Sciences Year in Review highlight video. I am Craig Hedberg, Professor and Interim Head of the Division. It has been my honor to serve you in this role for the past year, and I truly appreciate the support I have received from all of you. The 2019-2020 academic year has been a year full of changes and achievements within our division. We wanted to take a moment to highlight just some of the accomplishments of our faculty, staff, students, and centers, and celebrate how we have all worked together to rise to the challenges and opportunities we have encountered in the past year. Here are some of our highlights. Elizabeth Wattenberg was named Associate Dean of Education and Student Engagement. This is a critical leadership position in the School of Public Health that ensures the integrity and excellence of our educational programs. Jeff Bender was named Director of the Upper Midwest Agricultural Safety and Health Center, or UMASH, a critical outreach and education arm that works with the primary producers of our food products in agricultural production. Marison Ramirez was named Director of the Midwest Center for Occupational Safety and Health, one of the oldest and most important training and outreach arms that deal with occupational issues throughout many segments of industry. Irina Stepanov was named Director of the Global Cancer Prevention Institute. We hired 3 new members of our faculty this past year. Byung-Hwa John is an associate professor who addresses important public health issues in food safety and antibiotic resistance. Jillian Tarr is an assistant professor who is an infectious disease epidemiologist with expertise in foodborne and other infections. And Dana Carroll is an assistant professor who is an epidemiologist committed to reducing health disparities, particularly driven by commercial tobacco use. These are all 3 great young faculty members who we're very excited to have with us. In addition, we had 4 promotions this year among our faculty. Marison Ramirez, Matt Simsik, and Irina Stepanov were all promoted from associate professor to full professor with tenure. And Hyun Kim was promoted from assistant professor to associate professor with tenure. And we congratulate those great accomplishments for those 4 key members of our faculty. But along with the new faculty, we have to celebrate Bill Toscano, who is retiring at the end of this year after serving as a member of our faculty from 1989 through 1993, and again from 1999 through this past spring. Bill was the division head from 2000 to 2014, which is most of the time that I've been on the faculty, and I owe a personal debt of gratitude to Bill for his leadership and his support for my work. And I know all of my colleagues in the division feel very similar feelings of respect and admiration for the accomplishments of Bill and his leadership, and for really setting a tone in this Division of Environmental Health Sciences that was always collaborative and supportive. And so we wish you well, Bill. One of our MPH students, Ian Pass, has been elected as president of the Student Senate for the coming year. The Minnesota Technical Assistance Program, MNTAP, has had a very great year, and they have a number of highlights that we wanted to call out. They've celebrated 35 years of pollution prevention assistance. During 2019, MNTAP celebrated 35 years providing no-cost, confidential pollution prevention technical assistance to Minnesota businesses. MNTAP was founded to promote waste minimization and pollution prevention for businesses across Minnesota in an effort to improve public health and the environment. Over the past 35 years, there have been 63 MNTAP staff members and nearly 300 MNTAP student interns. Past and present MNTAP staff and interns have worked to help Minnesota businesses create first-year savings of 400 million pounds of solid and hazardous waste from being generated, 800 million gallons of water from being used unnecessarily, and saved $53 million to strengthen Minnesota businesses. Really a tremendous achievement on the part of these highly innovative and dedicated professionals. MNTAP was also part of the Driven to Discover campaign, Clean Water on Tap. MNTAP was honored to be a part of the university's multimedia 2019 Driven to Discover campaign, highlighting efforts to preserve Minnesota's clean water resources. The campaign was centered on the Glacial Lake Sanitary Sewer and Water District project that is working to find efficient ways to reduce nutrients from the outflow of wastewater treatment plants. MNTAP received the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency Region 5 Regional Administrators Award for Excellence. This award was to recognize collaborative partnerships to reduce hazardous pollutants in the automotive sector. The Midwest Center for Occupational Health and Safety funding was renewed for another 5 years. Since 1977, the MCOHS has served as the Midwest by offering graduate training programs, continuing education courses, and outreach activities in the field of occupational health and safety. The Nora Symposium. For the first time in its history, the Nora Symposium was held as an online webinar and had one of the largest attendance numbers to date. The topic was productive aging in work, creating an age-friendly workplace. The symposium was co-sponsored by the Midwest Center for Occupational Health and Safety and the Upper Midwest Agricultural Safety and Health Center. The recorded webinar is available on both center websites. And for COVID-19 efforts, many EnHS centers, faculty and students have contributed to ongoing research and outreach efforts in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Michael Osterholm has helped to establish global standards for the evaluation and control of the pandemic, and his center, CIDRAP, has become a go-to source for information on the pandemic and response. Jillian Tarr and Marizan Ramirez developed a COVID rapid response grant to examine how stress and other factors affect how well people comply with social distancing. Multiple centers within the division created special outreach pages on their websites highlighting the trusted and relevant COVID-19 resources and materials, including fact sheets, videos, webinars, and publications. Of particular note, our industrial hygiene faculty were very involved in applying their knowledge and skills to the COVID-19 response. In particular, Susan Arnold joined the Institute for Engineering and Medicine and helped design prototype masks to address shortages in N95 respirators for mHealth providers. Kim Anderson has been modeling airflows to assess the ability of barriers to prevent COVID-19 transmission in grocery stores. And Pete Rayner has joined the UMN Ventilation Work Group as a subject matter expert to help prepare the campus to reopen. Jeff Bender and UMass have worked to address exposure among frontline workers throughout the food system. Dr. Susan Gerberich provided consultation, information, and resources relevant to the preparation for return to work for hair and nail salons and the janitors. Patrona Lee participated in a global outreach program in Jamaica. The Schoolyard Farming Project used funds from selling eggs from the schoolyard farm to assist approximately 50 children in need. These children were no longer receiving subsidized meals after the Wakefield Primary School closed due to COVID-19. The program helped the school purchase staples for each household. This is really a short list of all of the COVID-19 efforts that have been going on, and virtually every member of our faculty has had some engagement in helping respond to the COVID pandemic. And I think this is going to continue to be a source of activity for us for much of the coming year. Thank you for joining us for this Environmental Health Sciences Year in Review. We would like to close by highlighting some of the awards that our students and faculty have received in 2019 and 2020. I join with the entire faculty and staff of the division in congratulating all recipients for their well-earned and deserved honors. We're looking forward to another year of achievements in 2020 and 2021.
I'm so proud Sandra received the Shipman Award. She's accomplished so much as an MPH student. One of the things she did was she developed an organization called Pillars of Hope, which is devoted to decreasing maternal mortality. Sandra is passionate about environmental health sciences. She's destined to do great things. Congratulations, Sandra.